Okay, so now open your book on page 360. 360. We get into the end of our book. Now, here we talk about insect help or hydrants. So we see that the insect is a great help for not only human beings but for other animals too. Insect pollinating. You see all these butterflies, even flies that you don't want to fly in your house, but flies pollinating flowers. You see here on this picture on page 360. Bees, you know, beside pollinating, bringing honey to everybody, the butterflies, soldier beetle, and then all this, moth, all this they using for pollinating. Now, pollination is very important for the plant because when they pollinate, and then what happens? Without pollinating, they cannot have what? Without pollination, we cannot have what? Fertilization. So fertilization must occur when we have pollination. So the insect bring what? Pollen for one plant and take to the other plant that can occur the pollination. This one I want to talk to you more about fertilization and pollination. Now, when we go about the insect, we see that we have insects that they are scavengers. They just eat body of other animals, even other insects. And they are important on the nature. God created them. Imagine if all these animals that dying will be exposed and with all these germs and everything will bring a lot of disease. And some insects, as you see here, carrion beetle on page 361, what does? They are scavenger. So they get all these bodies of animals and other insects, and what? They lay their eggs on their bodies. And then what's happened? After a while, they have a larva that feed themselves with the dead animal. And then this way disappear all these dead animals. And they are used for food for some insect. So we have birds that is scavenger. We have mammals that is scavenger. So you have insects too, the same, that keep what? The balance in the nature. Now, you see how important it is insect. And another thing is, the insect, they keep balance in the nature. Even plants are fed by insect. You see one of these plants on 361, that's Venus flytrap. Venus flytrap, this plant doesn't have the nutrient that it needs in order to survive. The soil don't have this nutrient for this kind of plant. And then what's happened? They get this nutrient from the insect. And they attract the insect, trap the insect, kill and absorb the nutrient the insect in order for this plant to survive. You see, even the insect is important for the plant too. So we need the insect. Obviously, you have several insects, 362, that are harmful for us. In case, for example, the agriculture, you see a lot of grasshopper that they are harmful for us because they eat of the crops. But at the same time, you have to keep balance. You have to find a way to get other insects to feed from them. For example, my wife was asking about her roses. She loves to plant roses and has a lot of aphids. And then what I said, you have to bring ladybugs. So I bought ladybugs and I put the ladybugs there. So the ladybugs feed himself by the aphid. And then she doesn't need to use all those chemicals to kill the aphid. And those chemicals sometimes they have very side effect, collateral effect that's not good for the soil. But when you use other insects to feed themselves by the other insect, by the insect, it is good because you don't have side effect. This is what happened with ladybugs, and you can see here as an example like this. So, and then you see the other insects that feed from the insect, kill them, and keep the nature in balance. So this is what I would like you to pay attention, and be careful when you use all this chemical to control the insect. It usually has side effect. The next class we're going to do the number 9.7. That will be next homework on page 364. Thank you.